guys, so I'm at the group workshop right now and we have to go get some face. They have the Pullip like original face with the face up, so we're not actually learning to do face up, we just take the face and the eyes and the eyelid, and we're going to put all of it together and build the doll, and then we're gonna get close, so I need to go now. So I picked my face. If I'm not mistaken, it's a Veritas, and we can like get the eyelid whatever we want. But I got this one because I think it's the same flesh color. So that was basically the only one I could take, and it's a Veritas on it. So I don't know which Veritas it is. And then I choose to have light green eyes because I like green eyes. Like that's my favorite eye color. So that's what I got. So we have like the screen on the back. I'm going to show that to you. So this is my workplace basically. So I have my face, the eyes, the eyelid, and they gave me screws. So those screws are for the eyelid. And then I have the back of the head, which is the same color. And I also have the body here and some screwdriver and fabrics. And basically when I actually make my doll at home, I don't have this tool, and I think that's going to help a lot. So that's for now. I think I don't know if we're supposed to start or not, but let me get started. So the sound is a bit bad. It's like the Mooney video. We have like so much background noise that it's difficult to actually have like it's difficult for you to hear me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some commentary. So basically you had all the pieces, you choose the face and the eyes and the eyelid, and then they gave you the other part of the face that goes with. On the body, as you can see here, we have several tools. We have the screwdriver and we have the pins, and she actually asked me to verify that I like that hair color on the face, and asked me if I knew how to actually build a Pullip, because they know me for a long time now, so they sort of believe that I can make it by myself, which is true, I can make it by myself. So basically that's what happened here. So basically you have to open all the pieces and be careful with all your screws. They gave actually a lot more screws than expected, like a lot of more screws than you need. You can see here I have 9 screws. She actually gave me a few more later on, because a lot of those screws were sort of broken. I got into a lot of trouble while doing that. So first I put the eyelid, and I actually thought that you had to put the spring on the like on the face, but actually the spring, you don't put them on the face, you have to put them on the white part, on the eye mechanism. So I'm going to have to open my Mew dolls and put that spring on the eyes, basically. So it took me a while because like the eyes kept on jumping, because I ran out of very bad luck. One of my spring on one of the eyelid decided to actually get out of the eyelid, so one of the spring wasn't attached to the eyelid anymore, and so it made the eyelid jump and jump all over the place. So it took me actually quite a long time to be able to actually fix it, because I didn't notice that the spring was like wrongly positioned on the eyelid at first. So I was just trying to like thinking it was something wrong with me, and like so people like she came to talk to me to actually explain like what's going on, and I said, well, it's just that it's jumping, I don't know why, but apparently it was like she couldn't see anything wrong with it anyway either. And so after that when I tried to put on the eyes, so I explained like you have 2 holes on one side and you have 1 hole on the other side, so you have to put it in the right direction, and you have to place the and my eyelid keep on jumping again, and so I placed the eye mechanism but my spring is broken, so she brings me scissors to try to put like the spring back on the eyelid. And finally I managed to put on the eyes. So I screw everything, and I screw it really well, and I'm so happy about it. And so she's bringing me like a few more screws to, I have to unscrew all. Like it was a little bit of a mess actually. So like I'm trying to put on the spring, and I still put them at the wrong place. She's gonna tell me later actually the right place to actually put the spring. But anyway, so broken springs that actually I'm trying to put at the wrong place, and it keep on getting broken, so I just decided to take off the eyes again and to actually put on perfectly the spring on the eyelid. It was really a little bit of a mess. So then I actually put on back the eyes one more time, and like it worked pretty well. Like I didn't feel anything funny happening when I put on the eyes. The thing was a little bit tricky, and then it was time to put on the body and close the head, and one of the screws was a little bit weird, so I did the other screw first, and then the head of the pullip didn't close properly, so that really annoyed me. You can see the gap on the side, and it's just not what is supposed to happen. Like it never happens on my Mio doll, so I don't know why it was not good. And then I managed to fix it while changing the screw, and then the eyes were completely out of place. So basically probably when I forced to push on that thing, and then like she's telling me that my spring are at the wrong place, but the thing is it wasn't the spring that made a mess, it was the eyelids that were unlocked again, and the eyes was like too much on the left on the side. So I did it again, put back everything together, and screw the face, and more screw, and basically I think 3 of the screws that I was using, like when I closed the eyes the second time, it didn't work because one of the screws was going on the side instead of going straight. So finally I could manage to finish the pullip, and everything is fine this time. The eyes are where they should be. So after that we went to pick up the wig. There was a lot of different wigs, and I didn't pick up the wig of Veritas. I picked this bright pink color. I was a bit like, I wanted to have, like, there was a blue version, but I decided for pink instead of blue. I kind of like the fact that she has this white thing. And then we had to go and pick up clothes. So basically you had a choice between different outfits. You had like traditional pullip outfit, you had other sort of dresses, and you had to pick up pieces basically from different boxes. So you could actually get 2 different pullip outfits and mix and match if you wanted to. So I got a small blouse that doesn't close at the front, so I'm probably going to put a little crochet on that to be able to close it properly if she's not wearing this overall on top of it, because if with overall it doesn't open, so it's fine, but if there is no overall, she's going to be a little bit naked underneath, I guess. So I don't want that to happen. So basically I put on the first piece of clothes. Like you had to grab, like there was box A where you could pick 1 piece, there was box B where you could pick 2 pieces, and there was box C where you could pick 3 pieces. So that's what I got. I got those different from the C boxes, and it's like the overall. I have also this awesome pullip coat that I really wanted, because I have the Namu who has this sort of coat, and I always wanted to have one for my pullip. And as you can see, I removed the hand to be able to put it on more perfectly. It even have a small pocket. That's what I was saying on the video, but you cannot hear it because the music is making it impossible to deal with. So sorry about that, guy, because I was doing the commentary like on live, but it didn't work out as expected. I think I should maybe get a microphone so that I can have better audio if there is noise around, but I'm not sure how that works. I never used a microphone before, so I'm presenting my Pullip. Do you think she looks so cool? Yeah, I think she looks so cool, but she's going to look even cooler in a moment. So yeah. Oh, I'm so happy with that. I think she's really cool. And I like the Veritas face, it's actually very pretty. And so I went back and actually you had boxes number 1 to 5 and you could pick one item in each of these boxes. So I'm removing her pants because she got panties. That was like the last box had, or the one before the last anyway, one of the box had either panties or underskirt. So because she's wearing trousers, I couldn't get a skirt, so she is just wearing the panties. Then of course I got her socks, so I'm gonna put the socks before putting on the trousers. And I noticed that the socks had already been worn, so you had the toes properly put, so I just put them in the right direction. And then I had to redress her and making sure everything was okay. And I really love that overall, like I always wanted a doll with jeans. So when I saw that overall, it just, it was it for me, basically. And the jacket is pretty awesome. I don't know who is the original Pullip wearing that jacket, but I don't have her, of course. But I'm really happy that I have this jacket now. And so I also got her shoes, because there was a box with only shoes and you had a lot of different type of shoes. And I was hesitating between giving her something pink because she is kind of a pinky girl, but I didn't find, like, there was Akemi shoes, but I didn't want to have Akemi shoes because Akemi is already wearing the Akemi shoes, and they're not pink anyway, but like I think Naoko shoes were there and they're pink, and I didn't want to get that because I already had a pair of like that because I have the dolls. So I decided for those little black thing. Apparently it was really cool because a random person who didn't participate to the workshop actually stopped and asked me, can I take a picture of your doll? And she also asked me if she could take a picture of just the jean and the shoes. So that was pretty nice. I also got her glasses because I absolutely love dolls with glasses, especially because I am wearing glasses maybe, I don't know, I think it's really cute to have dolls with glasses, and I don't have that many pair of glasses, so that was pretty nice. And I managed to make her stand on her own, but with the shoes, so that was something I wanted to test for as well. And she got a cap, so she's like very stylish, she's like my jean girls. And I really like that style. It's a style I don't have so much in my dolls except for Akemi and Naoko. So Groove actually provided this background. It was kind of a diorama where you had, like you can see on the picture, the big background in blue, and you have a cage, and you have a seat, and you have some little dares here. So I just put the doll on the stand and just a picture of my doll, and then of course we had the group picture. So here you can see the doll that other people made. There was a French girl who actually made the one completely at the right, like the steampunk style doll, and so everybody made the doll. And there was also the people from Dolly Bird who actually covered the event, and she made the one with the very big glasses. So that was a lot of fun. So actually me and the French girl at the end, she wanted to know which doll she had. So we actually checked, I went to Pullip and Junct, and then I suddenly realized it had to be Katrina, and we checked if it was Katrina, and we decided it wasn't Katrina, but in fact I went back because I couldn't think of anyone else than Katrina with that face, and she actually had Katrina, but me, I have this gorgeous Veritas limited edition, and I cannot get over it because the thing is, she's supposed to be limited at 50 and she's supposed to be sold out from Pullip.net, but actually she ended up in separate pieces at Groove for the workshop. So, and they also had her outfit, which I didn't get because I didn't realize that it was a limited one until my brain completely got like, yeah, the limited one only is tan skin. So I kind of figured that out after, and the thing is, I was seeing the pieces of the Veritas limited, but my brain didn't, like, I don't have any Veritas, so, well, until now, so I don't know her outfit so well, and I thought, like, I saw the first one, and normally the original one is blue, but I didn't see the difference so much because I don't know that outfit so much, so I didn't see the difference, and I thought, oh yeah, that's probably the normal Veritas, the very first one, but actually it was the last Veritas, the limited one. So I just cannot get over it. Like, that was basically the doll I couldn't have because it's sold out and it's super expensive. And yeah, she's here, right? So never say never, guys. If there is a doll that you want and that you don't think you can ever get, you can. Like, yeah. So when she was super expensive, I didn't want her, but now that I have her, I'm like, yeah, she's awesome. So this is my little cutie, and I will have maybe a review of her later on this week, so that you can see her more in details. I guess you've seen her in detail a lot because you have seen every single pieces put on her, but it was like time-lapse because it was actually a 1 hour and a half workshop, so it took a very long time to do, and so I just accelerated the video, so I'm going to have a review of her so that you can see the face-up of the Veritas, because that's what she is. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to have fun, and see you next time for something else, and bye.